Hello, everybody. Yoko 007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we've got the 12-13 Houston Astros taking on the 15-10 St. Louis Cardinals. This is game 3 of a 3-game series between the Astros and the Cardinals. Both teams have won a game, so we're down to the rubber game of the match here. Who's going to come out on top? Will it be the Astros? Will it be the Cardinals? We're going to find out in 9 innings time. Let's take a look at the starting defense, the starting lineup for the Houston Astros. Leading off, the second baseman, Kazue Matsui. Batting second, the center fielder, Michael Bourne. Batting third, the shortstop, Miguel Teja. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Lance Berkman. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Carlos Lee. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Mark Loretta. Batting eighth, the catcher, J.R. Towles. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Brandon Bakke. On the mound for the Cardinals, it is Kyle Louth. He'll come in today's game with a starting ERA of a 3.07. He's got 4 wins and 1 loss. He's pitched 32 and 1/3 of an inning. Had 35 hits, 13 strikeouts, and 5 walks. We're here at Busch Stadium the third, which gives a -3 to strikeouts, but nothing to walks and nothing to home runs. And with that, Kazue Matsui will step up and make his way up into the batter's box as the home plate umpire dusts it off, and we're ready for the first pitch. And 3-5, column 3, row 5, we read the red die going across the top, the white die along the side. So 3-5, that is a blank. 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Schumacher. He'll make the catch. And out number 1. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. We've got Schumacher out there in left field. Enkel will be in right. In center field, Ludwig will be in right field. Going around the horn, we've got Gladys on third. Ryan will be at shortstop. Miles will be on second, Pujols at first. Milan will be behind the plate, and Louth will be on the mound. Michael Bourne batting a 175. And the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That is a blank. And that'll be a 6-5, column 6, row 5. Ground ball up the middle to Louth. He'll make the catch, throw it over to Pujols for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Miguel Teja batting a 283. And that'll be a 3-1, column 3, row 1. That is a blank. 3-2, column 3, row 2. It's a double out there in the right field. Goes down the right field side, bangs off the wall. Ludwig goes to chase it. Teja heading for second. Ludwig gets it, throws it back into Miles, and that'll hold Teja at second. So the Astros get a runner on. So runner on second with 2 outs, infield at normal depth. So with 2 outs and a runner on, we do add a +1 to the base run rating. And we also roll for strategy whenever we have runners on base. Strategy roll is a 5. The Astros are standing pat. Lance Berkman batting a 286. And that'll be a 6-5, column 6, row 5. That is a walk. Now, we come over here to the right-handed pitching line because we do have a right-hander pitcher on the mound. And we'll take a look. On a 1-17, the range for the walk. The 9 is in range. and that's good for a walk. So runners on first and second, and that's the first walk allowed by Laos for in today's game. Carlos Lee batting a 416. Strategy roll is an 11. Astros holding off. 3-6, column 3, row 6. It's a strikeout on a 1-2. The 4 is too high. And that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a double again in the right field. And with that, we'll take a look. It's a 6. Base run rating will drop to 0. So with that, the runner holds. We have nothing else to do there with that. So if the base run rating drops to less than 1, the runner holds. All right. So the Astros on an RBI double by Miguel Tejada will score an RBI double by Carlos Lee. Puts them on the board 1-0. Hunter Pence batting a 228. Strategy roll is a 5. Cardinals holding off, and that'll be a 3-1, column 3, row 1. That is a blank. And that'll be a 3-1, column 3, row 1. Fly ball back that ankle. Will make the catch, and that will retire the side. So 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors, and the Astros will leave 2 stranded. We go to the bottom of the first. And here is the starting lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals. Leading off, the left fielder, Skip Schumacher. Batting second, the center fielder, Rick Ankel. Batting third, the first baseman, Albert Pujols. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the right fielder, Ryan Ludwig. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Troy Gladys. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Aaron Miles. Batting seventh, the catcher, Yadier Molan. Batting eighth, the pitcher, Kyle Laus. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Brandon Ryan. On the mound for the Astros, it is Brandon Bakke. Bakke will come in today's game with a starting ERA of a 6.67. No wins and 3 losses. He's pitched 27 innings, allowed 39 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 13 walks. Skip Schumacher batting a 244, and the pitch. And 2-3, column 2, row 3. That will be a walk plus. Now, on a walk plus, we add 10 to the walk range. That'll make it a 1-18. That is a 15. That is in range, and that'll be good for a walk. So they'll walk Schumacher down to first. Strategy roll is a 1. That is a 0-0. It's a 16 for a steal. They are going to send him. Actually, it's a 14. It's a -2 on that. And he does. It's a 14. It's in range. And with that, Schumacher will make it to second. Rick Ankel batting a 262, infield at normal depth. And let's take a look at the starting defense for the Houston Astros. We've got Lee out there in left field. Bourne will be at center. Prince will be at right. Going around the horn, we've got Loretta on third. Tejada will be at short. Matsui will be on second. Berkman at first. Tiles will be behind the plate, and Bakke will be on the mound. Rick Ankel batting a 262. Runner on second. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. That is a walk on a 1-11. The 18 is too high. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's a double to Pence. So Ankel will, the Cardinals answer right back on an RBI double by Rick Ankel. Schumacher scores. The game is now tied up at 1. Albert Pujols batting a 398. Strategy rolls a 16. Infield at normal depth. Runner on second. Cardinals are standing pat on strategy. And that'll be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. Strikeout range for Pujols on a right-handed pitchers on 1 to 3. The 16 is too high. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. Power hit to lead. So that's what the question mark 7 means. It's a power hit to lead. On a 1 to 9, it's a single. 10 to 12, it's a double. 13 to 14, it's a home run. It's a 2 that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Ankle will go to third, but as he waved around to come to home, we will check. The die roll is a 2, and the rule says, well, he'll go from second to home on balls hit to single to 7. On an S7, it's a 0. So we'd add nothing to the base run rating there. With that, if the roll is less than or equal to the ABR, then the runner advances. Otherwise, they hold. The die roll is a 2. That is a 3. Ankle will score. On the RBI single by Albert Pujols, and the Cardinals take a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the first. No outs, runner on first. Strategy roll is a 4, and that's going to bring up Ryan Ludwig. Ludwig batting a 327. Strategy roll is a 4. Cardinals holding off, and the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. Home run chance on a 1 to 3. Now, home run question mark on a home run question mark. We first do a check to see if it is in range off of the pitcher card. It's got to be a 1 to 3 on the D20. The 15 is too high. So no home run there. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. That is a split result. Now, split results off of the batter card. You take a look at the pitcher. And we got to see if the pitcher is left or right-handed. In this case, Brandon Backey is a right-handed pitcher, so on the batter card, we'll take a look at the right-handed side of the slash, and it's a double into left field. And with that, we will check for runner advancement. So it says here, on a 1, we check the second die. So we check the white die here. On both of these, the lead runner will advance. So Pujols scores. Now, we check the die with the trailing runner, and we'll see. So it says here, if the roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's BR, base run rating, the runner advances on the throw. Base run rating is a 2, the 3, nope. Lead runner advances. If roll is higher, the trailing runner holds. 3 is higher than 2, so he will hold. It's 3-1 Cardinals here in the top of the first. Ludwig will go to second on that double there. So it's an RBI double by Ryan Ludwig. Troy Gladys batting a 309. Strategy rolls a 4. Still no outs, and the runner is on second. And that'd be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. Possible error on a ground ball. Now, on an error check, that is the number in the bracket that we checked there. And that'll be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. It's a ground ball to Teja. His error range is on a 1 to 5. It's a 4. There is going to be an error on this play. It's a 1-base error as Teja boots the ball. And with that, that'll put runners on the corners. So mark that one down as an E6 as Teja boots the ball. Runners on the corners. No outs. Aaron Miles up. Miles batting a 239. Strategy roll is a 3. Cardinals holding off. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. And it's going to be a possible error on a ground ball. Tay has errors. He's made 4 so far in this replay. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4, double star 5. And in this case, it's going to be a fly ball back there to Lee. Lee will make the catch. Now, we're going to check for sacrifice play. It's a failed SF roll. So it's failed on the first sacrifice check. We do check for the second one, and it says the lead runner will advance. So Ludwig scores, and Gladys will go to second on that because of the runner advancement. So on a sac fly by Aaron Miles, Ludwig scores. It's 4-1 Cardinals. Strategy roll is a 20. Now, anytime a 20 comes up on the strategy roll, it's a pickoff attempt. And Brandon will pick off on a 1-2. It's a 1. He picks him off. And he cleans off the bases and nobody on with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Yadier Milan batting a 247. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's a walk plus on a 1-16. That is an 11. And that'll bring, and with that, Yadier will trot on down to first. Kyle Laus batting an 091. Strategy roll 17 with 2 outs, runner on first. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. Possible error on a throw. And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2. Ground ball up the middle to back A. He'll make the catch. Error check for back A's on a 1-9. That is a 5. You throw it wide. It's a 1-base error. And with that, Kyle will get on by an E1. That is back A's, that is an error by back A. Brendan Ryan up. Ryan batting a 194. Strategy roll is a 5. Infield normal depth. 2 outs. And that'd be a 1-1, column 1, row 1, double question mark. Now, on a double question mark off of the pitcher card, we always resolve that. So it's a single and a 1-7. That is a 1. And with that, Yadier will go to third as he waved around to go home. He'll go home on a 2-6. That is a 2. And the Cardinals take a 4-run lead here in the bottom of the first. And we go to the top of the order. We have batted around. Strategy roll is a 20. Pickoff attempt. It's an 8. Nothing happened. Schumacher with a walk and a run scored. We're still in the first inning here, folks. 1-1. Column 1, row 1. Double question mark. Single on a 1-19. That is a 3, and that's going to be good for a walk, a base hit. Laus, he'll go from second to home on a 2-6. That is a 2. Back A will go from first to third on a 4-6. That is a 4. It's 6-1 Cardinals. Rick Ankel, 1-for-1 with a double, a run, and an RBI. Strategy roll 7. Cardinals holding off. That is going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. It's a wild pitch. On a 1-6, it's a wild pitch. 7-8, it's a passed ball. It's a 1, it's a wild pitch. They'll score a run on the wild pitch. Schumacher will go to second. It's 7-1. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5, ground ball up the middle to back A. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 7 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on. After 1, it's 7 for the Cardinals, 1 for the Astros. We go to the top of the second. It's going to be Mark Loretta, J.R. Towles, and Brandon Backay due up for the Astros. Mark Loretta batting a .227, and here is the pitch. That'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. That is a blank. Loretta. And that'll be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. It's a base hit to Miles on that one. So when we're dealing with splits off of the pitcher card, we look to the batter to see if the batter is left or right-handed. And that is how we resolve splits off of the pitcher card. Same with the batter card. In this case, that's good for a base hit. So infield at normal depth, that's going to bring up J.R. Towles. He's batting a 123, and that is going to be a sacrifice play. Sac play, 5-5, column 5, row 5. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-5. That is an 8. However, it is a sac bunt. On a bunt rating of a 5, we roll a D20. It's on a 1-18, so it is a good bunt. Bunts it down the third baseline. Gladys will get that. Throw it over to first. 1 out, and that'll move Loretta over to second. Brandon Backay batting a .417. Strategy roll 1. Astros holding off. Infield still at normal depth. And that'll be a 4-1, column 4, row 1 at the ballpark. So if you result is the at symbol off of the picture card, you resolve the play at the ball using the ballpark card. So in this case, Busch Stadium, 3-3, column 3, row 3. It's a ground ball to second base to Miles. Miles will make the catch there. And the out will happen at first as Loretta will go to second. So runners will advance in balls hit to first, second, or the catcher on that. And that'll be out number 2. 2 outs, runner on third, 90 feet away. We go to the top of the order. Kazui Matsui is 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 6, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. Kazui is a switch hitter, so he's batting left today. So we'll look to the left-handed side of the slash. And that is a walk plus. On a 1-21, the 19 is in range, and that'll be good for a walk. So runners on first and second. Strategy roll is a 3, and the Astros are going to stand pat. That's going to bring up Michael Bourne. Bourne is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 1-1. Column 1, row 1. It's a range play. Now, on a range play, we're going to check the first number of the defense. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Ankle. Ankle will make the catch. I'll try to make the catch. His range is on a 1. That is a 3. Now, we take 1d20. We're going to roll it. If it's on a 1-4, it's a double. 5-20, it's a single. And that is a 5, so that's going to drop in for a base hit. And the Astros cut the lead down to 5. Cut the lead down to 5. So Kazuo is on second, and he will hold on that. So runners on first and second. Strategy roll is a 4, and that's going to bring up Miguel Teja. Teja 1 for 1 today with a double and a run scored. And here is the pitch. That'll be a 2-6, column 2, row 6, possible error on a ground ball. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4, base hit out there into center field. No error there. Ludwig's error range is a 3. The roll is a 12. So no error there. Cazaway on third. He'll come around to home. He'll score on that. And let's see. Bourne will hold. So remember, base run rating is a 4. The die roll is a 4. We checked the red die on that. It's 3-7. The Astros cut the lead down to 4. Its strategy roll is a 6, and that's going to bring up Lance Berkman. Berkman walked his last time up. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. That is a blank. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a fly ball back there to Ludwig. And Ludwig will make the catch, and that will retire the side. So 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors, and one left on. Oh, and 2 left on, sorry. No, 1 left on. 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the second. It's going to be Albert Pujols, Ryan Ludwig, and Troy Gladys to bullpen. With what happened in the first inning, they're sending back out there. He can face 13 more batters before he is considered tired. However, his pull rating is 0. But they are going to send him back out there on the mound. Albert Pujols is 1 for 1 today with a run and an RBI. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. That's going to be a range play. And that'll be a 4-3, column 4, row 3, double star 1. Fly ball back there to Bourne. His range is on a 1-3. That is a 2. He'll make the catch. And with that, Bourne is 7 for 14 on range plays. Ryan Ludwig, 1 for 1 today with a double, a run, and an RBI. And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2. That is a strikeout on a 1-11. That is a 16. The 16 is too high. Remember, we subtract 3 of a modifier of a -3 for the strikeouts. 1-6, column 1, row 6, double star 4. That's a ground ball to Teja. Teja will make the catch there. And that'll put 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Troy Gladys, 0 for 1. And here is the pitch. Gladys 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a walk. On a 1-19, the 5 is in range. That is a walk. So Gladys will trot on down to first, and that's going to bring up Aaron Miles. Miles with an RBI. Strategy roll is a 3, infield at normal depth. And here is the pitch. 2 outs, runner on first. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. It's a range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to Busch Stadium, and that's going to be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. It's a base hit to Berkman. His range is on a 1-5. It's a 3. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors. The Cardinals do leave 1 stranded. After 2, it's Cardinals 7, Astros 3. We go to the top of the third. It's Carlos Lee, Hunter Pence, and Mark Loretta due up for the Astros. Carlos Lee is 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. That is a strikeout. On a 1-2, the 19 is too high. And that'll be a 6-5, column 6, row 5, double star 1. Ground ball to the shortstop to Ryan. He'll make the catch. And that'll be out number 1. Hunter Pence is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. To Pence, that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is a strikeout on a 1-8. The 16 is too high. We ignore the home run for right now because Kyle is not tired. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a pop up to third base. Gladys will get underneath it, and that'll put 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Mark Loretta 1 for 1 with a run scored. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5. It's a strikeout. On a 1-4, the 13 is too high. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. Ground ball to Miles to second base. Miles will get that, throw it over to Pujols, and that'll be out number 3. That will retire the side. So the Cardinals retire the Astros in order. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Yadier Molina, Kyle Laos, and Brendan Ryan due up for the Cardinals. Yadier Molina with a walk and a run scored. Taking a look here, Brandon can face 9 more batters. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. That's going to be a walk plus. On a 1-16, the 15 is in range, and they are going to walk them. Bullpen for the Astros is warming up. Kyle Laos is 0 for 1 with a run scored. Strategy roll is a 5. Cardinals holding off. Runner on first infield is at normal depth. 1-1, column 1, row 1. Double star 1, single on a 1-7. That is a 5, and that's going to be good for a base hit. So Kyle will get on with a base hit. Yadier will go to second. Will he advance to third? He'll go from first to third at a base run rating of a 4-6. That is a 1, and he'll hold. Strategy roll is a 16. It's a sacrifice play coming up. Brandon Ryan is up. He's 1 for 1 with a run and an RBI. Infield at normal depth, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. It's a range play. Successful range play by Brandon Backay. It's a successful sac bunt on that. So 1 out, and that'll get the runners over to first and second. Backay is 6 for 6 on his range plays. We go to the top of the order. Skip Schumacher, 1 for 1 with a walk, a run, and an RBI. Strategy rolls a 10. And that'll be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. Home run on a 1-6. The 7 is too high. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. However, it is a base hit down the third baseline. It's a base hit down the third baseline, so it's an RBI single for Skip Schumacher. Kyle will go to third. He will hold. He'll go from second to home on a 4-6. His base run rating is a 1. Rick Ankel, 1 for 2 today with a double, a run, and an RBI. Strategy rolls a 16. Brandon can face 5 more batters, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. Possible error on a ground ball. And that'll be a 2-5, column 2, row 5. That's a pop up to the shortstop, to Teja. He'll make the catch. And that'll be out number 2. Runners will hold at the corners. So 2 outs, runners on the corner. Strategy roll is a 3, and that's going to bring up Albert Pujols. Pujols is 1 for 2 today with a run and an RBI. Infield at normal depth. And that'll be a 2-5, column 2, row 5. Strikeout plus. On a 1-13, the 8 is in range. Struck him out. So 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors, and the Cardinals will leave 2 stranded. After 3, it's Cardinals 8, Astros 3. We go to the top of the 4th. J.R. Towles, Brandon Beckey, and Kazue Matsui due up for the Astros. J.R. Towles 0 for 0, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a strikeout on a 1-10. That is a 4. Struck him out. Brandon Beckey is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. So 1 out. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That is a walk. On a 1-7, the 20 is too high. And that'll be a 4-3, column 4, row 3. It's a ground ball down the third baseline to Gladys. He'll make the catch there. And that'll be 2 away. Top of the order, Kazue Matsui is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4 at the ballpark. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. And that's going to be a base hit past second base. And with that, Kazue will get on with a base hit. Strategy roll is a 2. It is a steal attempt. They are going to send him with 2 outs. That's a 14. Strategy roll is a 9. The roll for the steal. So in range. And with that, Kazue will get over to second. Michael Bourne, 1 for 2 with an RBI. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. Possible error. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. And that's going to be a fly ball back there to Ludwig. Error range is on a 1-3. That's an 11. There is no error there. And Ludwig will make the catch. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Astros. We go to the bottom of the 4th. And that's going to be Ryan Ludwig, Troy Glennis, and Aaron Miles due up for the Cardinals. Ryan Ludwig, 1 for 1 today with a double, a run, and an RBI. Brandon Beckey can face 3 more batters before he is considered tired. And the pitch. That'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a walk. On a 1-13, the 15 is too high. And that'll be 3-1, column 3, row 1. It's a ground ball down the third baseline to Loretta. He'll make the catch. And that'll be out number 1. 1 away. Troy Gladys, 0 for 1 with a walk. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 4-2, column 4, row 2. Home run on a 1-15. The 17 is too high. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5, double star 5. That's a fly ball back there to Lee. Lee will make the catch. And that'll be 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Aaron Miles, 0 for 1 with an RBI. And here is the pitch. Miles, 4-3, column 4, row 3. Strikeout on a 1-2. 7 is too high. And that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a ground ball to the shortstop to Teja. And Teja will make the catch. So no runs, no hits, and no errors as the Astros retire the Cardinals in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Very easy inning to score there. After 4, it's Cardinals 8, Astros 3. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Miguel Teja, Lance Berkman, and Carlos Lee due up for the Astros. Kyle Laus can face 5 more batters before he is considered tired. Miguel Teja, 2 for 2 with a double, a run, and an RBI. And that'll be a 6-1, column 6, row 1. Home run chance on a 1-10. The 14 is too high. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5, fly ball back there to Schumacher. By the way, Laus can face 5 more batters before he is considered tired. Schumacher will make the catch, and that'll be out number 1. Lance Berkman, 0 for 1 with a walk, and that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. That is a strikeout on a 1-7. That is a 1. Struck him out. Struck him out. That's going to bring up Carlos Lee. Lee is 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. That is a blank. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. Ground ball to Miles. Miles will make the catch there. And that will retire the side. So no runs and no hits and no errors and none left on as the Cardinals retire the Astros in order, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Yadier Milan, Kyle Louse, and Brennan Ryan due up for the Cardinals. And with that, the Astros do have a new pitcher on the mound. So Bakke is going to come out of this game, and they are going to go with, where are they at? They're going to bring in they're going to bring in Chad. So Chad Ponento is going to come up. We have not seen him at all in this replay. So he's got no wins and 1 loss. He's pitched 4. He had an ERA of a 4.35. He's pitched 10 1/3 innings, allowed 11 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Brandon. He went 4 innings, allowed 7 hits, 8 runs, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, 1 strikeout, a wild pitch, an ERA of a 7.25. Yadier Milan is with 2 walks and 2 runs scored, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. Home run on a 1-3. The 6 is too high. Instead, that'll be a 6-2, column 6, row 2. It's a fly ball back there to Pence. He'll make the catch, and that'll be 1 away. Kyle Louse is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Is Louse going to take the hit? No, he is not. And they're going to bring in Brian Barton to pinch hit. Barton batting a 250. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's going to be a walk on a 1-6. The 11 is too high. And that'll be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. Power hit to Pence. So on a 1, it's a single. 2-3, it's a double. 4-12, it's a triple. It's a 2. That's going to drop in for a double. Pence has to go chasing it as it bounces off the wall. Barton hustles to second. Pence throws it back to Matsui to the cutoff. And with that, Brian Barton is on with a double. So runner on second, that's going to bring up Brendan Ryan. Ryan is 1 for 1 with a run and an RBI. Strategy roll is a 3. Cardinals holding off. And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3 at the ballpark. And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2. Power hit to Bourne. On L1, it's a single. 2-7, it's a triple. 8. No, 2-7, it's a double. 8 is a triple. 9-13. It's a home run. It's a 4. It's a double. It's a double for Ryan, and it's an RBI double. It's 9-3. The Cardinals take a 6-run lead. We go to the top of the order. Skip Schumacher is 2 for 2 with a walk, a run, and 2 RBIs on the day. And here is the pitch. And that'd be a 4-2, column 2, row 4. It's a strikeout on a 1-2. The 12 is too high. And that'd be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. And that'll be a base hit past Teja. Ryan on second. He's waved around. Will he go home? He'll go from second home on a base run rating of a 3-6. That is a 3. Ryan scores. It's 10-3 Cardinals. And with that, Rick Ankle and an RBI single by Skip Schumacher. Ankle 1 for 3 with a double, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 2-6, column 2, row 6. It's a hit by pitch. Chad gives a -10. That makes it a 0. The 4 is too high. 1 out. Strategy rolls are turned off. And we know that they're turned off is because we take the difference in the score. It's a 7-run difference. And we add it to the inning we're in. And if the number you get is greater than 10, you do not roll for strategy. 2-5, and that's going to be a pop-up to Teja. He'll make the catch. And that'll be 2 away. Albert Pujols, 1 for 3 with a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. And that'd be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. It's a strikeout on a 1-3. The 12 is too high. 2-6, column 2, row 6, double star 5, ground ball to Teja. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. After 5, it's Cardinals 10, Astros 3. We go to the top of the 6. It's going to be Hunter Pence, Mark Loretta, and J.R. Towles due up for the Astros. And the Cardinals do have a new pitcher up. On the mound. And they are going to go with Brad Thompson. Thompson will get the call up here. Comes into the game with a 7.88 ERA. No wins and 2 losses. He's pitched 8 innings, allowed 14 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Kyle, he went 5 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 3.88. 6, 7, and 8 due up in the Astros lineup. He can face 11 batters before he is considered tired. Hunter Pence, 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 6-2, column 6, row 2. Strikeout on a 1-8. The 10 is too high. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. That is a double to Schumacher. And Pence will get on with a double. So runner on second, and that's going to bring up Mark Loretta. He's 1 for 2 today with a run scored. No outs, infield at normal depth. And that'll be a 4-4. column 4, row 4, and that's going to be good for a base hit. Pence will go to third, and he is waved around home. He'll go from second to home on a 2 to 6. That is a 4. And with that, Pence will score an RBI single by Mark Loretta. It's 10 to 4. It's a 6-run game. J.R. Towles is up. Towles is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And that'll be a 3-2. Column 3, row 2. Possible error on a ground ball. And that'll be a 2-1. Column 2, row 1. Fly ball back there to Schumacher. He'll make the catch. And that'll be out number 1. Chad Neck going to take the hit. And they're going to bring in Jeff Blum. Blum will come in to pinch hit. Comes in with batting a 195. 1 out, runner on first, infield at normal depth. 1-1, column 1, row 1, possible error. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5, double star 1. Ground ball down the first baseline to Pujols. He'll make the catch. No error there. We will check for double play rating. Ground double play, Brad gives a +1. The pivot being the shortstop there on Ryan, nothing for the pivot. So we add +1, it becomes a 3. Now we take 1d6, roll it against the 3, and if the die roll is less than or equal to the ground double play rating, it becomes a double play. In this case, it is a 3-6-4 double. It's a 3-6-3 double play. It's a double play, and they get out of the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Ryan Ludwig, Troy Gladys, and Aaron Miles due up for the Cardinals. And with that, we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Astros. And that is going to be they're going to bring in Chris Sampson. Actually, let's see. Actually, yeah, Chris Sampson's going to get the call up here. Sampson comes into the game with a 2.49 ERA. He's got 1 win and no losses. He's pitched 21 and 2/3 of an inning, allowed 19 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 9 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Chad, he went 1 inning, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, an ERA of an 18 even. So Ryan Ludwig is 1 for 3 with a double, a run, and an RBI. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5. That is a blank. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be good for a base hit past the shortstop to Teja. And Ludwig will get on, leads off with a base hit. Troy Gladys is 0 for 2 with a walk, and here is the pitch. Infield normal depth. And that's going to be a 4-3, column 4, row 3. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 6. The 4 is in range. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that's going to bring up Aaron Miles. Miles is 0 for 2 with an RBI. Runner on first, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. That is a hit by pitch. Chris will give a -3. That makes it a 0. The 5 is too high. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's going to be a ground ball down to second base to Matsui. He'll make the catch there. And a double play rating gives a +1. It's a 3. However, on a 6, play is only at first. So 2 outs, and with that, Ludwig will go to second. Yadier Milan is 0 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 runs, and here is the pitch. Infield normal depth. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. That is a walk. On a 1-6, the 19 is too high. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. It's a double to Lee. And with that, the Cardinals take a 7-run lead on an RBI double by Yadier. It is now 11-4. With that, Brandon Thompson is up. Thompson not going to take the hit here. And instead, they're going to bring in Chris Duncan. Duncan's going to take the hit. Duncan batting a 226, runner on second, and the pitch. And that'll be a 2-5, column 2, row 5. That's a split result, so that's going to be a walk. Duncan is a left-handed batter. On a 1-14, the 19 is too high. 2-1, column 2, row 1. It's a base hit down the third baseline. And we've got runners on the corners. Yadier will hold. He'll go from second to home on a 4-6. That is a 2. He holds. Brennan Ryan up. Ryan is 2 for 2 with a double, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs. Chris Sampson can face 5 more batters before he is considered tired. Ryan, 2 outs, runners on the corners. 2-6, column 2, row 6. That is a blank. And that'll be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Bourne. Bourne will make the catch. And that will retire the side. So 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. No, sorry, I think that's 1 left. Yep. No, sorry. And 2 left on. 2 left on. Sorry. On that. And 2 left on. So 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. After 6, it's Cardinals 11, Astros 4. We go to the top of the 7th. And we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Cardinals. And that is going to be Russ Springer. Springer's going to come in the game with a 3.70 ERA. He's got 1 win and no losses. He's pitched 7 1/3 of an inning, allowed 8 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Brad Thompson, he went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, an ERA of an 8.0. Top of the 7th, top of the order. Kazuri Matsui, Michael Bourne, and Miguel Tejada up for the Astros. Ankle, we do have a quick change here. Ankle is going to come out in left field and no, in center field, sorry. Center field and see, Ludwig is in right. Yep. So ankle is going to come out. Ludwig is going to go over to center field. And we're missing a right fielder. And with that, Kennedy will take over at so we do have a couple changes there. Kennedy now comes in to play right field. Ludwig will go over to center field. With that, Kazui Matsui is up. He's 1 for 2, and here is the pitch. And that'd be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. It's a range play. And that'd be a 4-3, column 4, row 3. Base hit to Ryan. Ryan's range is on a 1-3. It's a 2. Ryan makes the catch, throws it over to Pujols for out number 1. Ryan is 1 for 2 on his range plays. Michael Bourne, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Bourne going to take the hit, and that's going to be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. Possible error. And that'll be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. Double star 4. Fly ball back there to Ludwig. His error range is a 0 to 16. No error there. And that'll be 2 up and 2 down. Miguel Teja, 2 for 3 with a double, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4, double star. Now, double star off of the picture card in the actual game, if you're playing the cards and dice version, you're going to roll 1d6 that'll determine the auto outline. In the PC version here, it'll randomly choose it, and that's going to be a fly ball back there to Kennedy. He'll make the catch. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and none left on as the Cardinals retire the Astros in order. 3 up, 3 down. As we sing, take me out to the ball game. All right, let's take a look at the box score of this game. And this has been a wild game so far after 6.5 innings have been played. Astros scored a run in the first, 2 runs in the second, a run in the sixth, 4 runs, 8 hits with 2 errors committed. The Cardinals came out swinging in the first. They scored 7 runs in the first inning, a run in the third, 2 runs in the fifth, a run in the sixth, 11 runs on 13 hits, no errors committed. Chris Sampson going back out there on the mound. He's still good. He can face 4 more batters. Top of the order for the Cardinals, Schumacher is 3 for 3 today with a walk, a run, and it's been a 3 RBI day for him. And the pitch. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. It's a strikeout on a 1-2. The 5 is too high. And that'll be a 3-2, column 3, row 2. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Bourne. Bourne will make the catch and puts one away. Ryan Ludwig, 2 for 4 today with a double, a run, and an RBI. And the pitch. And that'll be a 6-5, column 6, row 5. Home run chance on a 1-13. The 14 is too high. And that'll be a 3-1, column 3, row 1. It's a ground ball down the third base slide. Loretta will get that, throw it over to Berkman. And that'll be 2 away. 2 up, 2 down, and that's going to bring up Albert Pujols. Pujols is 1 for 4 today with a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. Pitch to Pujols, 1-5, column 1, row 5. It's a strikeout on a 1-3. The 12 is too high. So no strikeout there. 6-5, column 6, row 5. It's a base hit out there into center field. as Pujols will smack it and it'll go between Matsuri out there into shallow center field. Two outs, runner on first. That's going to bring up Adam Kennedy. Kennedy batting a 288. Chris Sampson can face one more batter before he is considered tired. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That is going to be a walk plus on a 1-16. That is a 1, and they'll walk him with a full count. So, runners on first and second. That's going to bring up Troy Gladys. Gladys is 0 for 3 today with a walk and a strikeout. Gladys going to take the hit. And that'd be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. It's a strikeout on a 1-6. The 8 is too high. And that'd be a 2-6, column 2, row 6. Double star 6. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Pence. Pence goes back, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Cardinals will leave 2 stranded after 7. It's Cardinals 11, Astros 4. We go to the top of the 8th. Lance Berkman, Carlos Lee, and Hunter Pence due up for the Astros. And with that, Russ Springer done. And they are going to bring in Ryan Franklin. Actually, they're going to bring in Jason here. So Jason will come in. He comes into the game with a 4.50 ERA, no wins and no losses. Does have 4 saves, 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Take a look at the stats here for Russ. Russ went 1 inning, an ERA of a 3.25. So 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup. After 7, it is the Cardinals 11, Astros 4. Berkman, Lee, and Pence due up for the Astros. Lance Berkman is 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Berkman going to take the hit here. He's batting left, so that's going to be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. That's going to be a walk on a 1-17. The 14 is in range. So Berkman will trot on down to first. Carlos Lee, 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. Berkman. They're going to bring in Cruz. Cruz is going to pinch run here. Going to try to get some runs back. Carlos Lee, 1 for 3 in the pitch. And that'll be a 4-4, column 4, row 4. Possible error on a ground ball. 3 is about average for the base run rating. 4 is good as well. 4 is a little bit on the better side. And with that, that will be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. Fly ball back there. Schumacher sees it, eyes it up, makes the catch, and puts one away. Hunter Pence, 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. It's a strikeout on a 1-8. The 15 is too high. And that'll be a 4-2, column 4, row 2. Base hit past the shortstop. And with that, Cruz will go to second. Stop sign goes up. He'll go from first to third on a 5-6. He's got a base run rating of a 3. He will hold. Mark Loretta is up. Loretta is 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. And the pitch. And that'd be a 6-6. Column 6, row 6. Strikeout on a 1-4. That is a 1. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that'll put 2 away with runners on first and second, and J.R. Towles is up. Towles is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Towles is going to take the hit. Actually, Towles not going to take the hit here. And they are going to bring in David Newhan. Newhan will pinch hit. Newhan comes into the game with a 308 average. And that'll be a 6-1, column 6, row 1. It's a wild pitch. On a 1-11 wild pitch, 12-13 passed ball. It's a 9. It's a wild pitch. And the runners will go to second and third. They'll advance up. And 5-1, column 5, row 1, double out there into right field. And 2 runs will score. Cruz will come in to score. Pence comes in right behind him. Kennedy throws it back into Miles. It's a 2-run RBI double by David Newhan, and they cut the lead down to 5, and it clears the bases. All right, Sampson not going to take the hit here. Edwin will come in to pinch hit. Jason tired and bullpen warming up. They are going to give him one more. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. That is a blank. And that'll be a 3-1, column 3, row 1. It's a base hit to Kennedy. So Kennedy will, that's a base hit out there to Kennedy. Newhan on third. He'll come around and score. Base run rating is a 5. The die roll is a 4. And it's 7-1. It's a 4-run game now. And with that, they're going to bring in Ron. Yep, they're going to go with, actually, they're going to go with Kyle McLean to come in here to close out the inning. They just need one more. Kyle comes into the game with a 6.77 ERA. He's got no wins and no losses, does have one save. He's pitched 9 1/3 of an inning, allowed 12 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Take a look at the stats here for Jason. He went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 wild pitch, an ERA of a 8.06. He's responsible for Edwin. Top of the order, Kazue Matsuri is 1 for 3 with a run and a walk and a run. And the pitch. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 6. Sorry, 1-6. That's a strikeout. On a 1-4, the 14 is too high. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. It's a ground ball to Gladys. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So, no run, 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. We go, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Aaron Miles, Yadier Molon, and Kyle McLean due up. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Astros. And they are going to bring in Jose Veraldi will come in. And for the catcher, Brad Amos will come in to catch. And at first base, it'll be Mark. Mark will come in to play second base. And catcher is now Brad Asmus. 6, 7, and 8 due up. Jose Varela, he comes into the game with an .08, a .84 ERA. He's got 1 win, 3 saves. He's pitched 10 and 2/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 15 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Chris Sampson, he went 2 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 2.66. Aaron Miles 0 for 3. Is Miles going to take the hit? Miles is going to take the hit here. Miles 4-5, column 4, row 5, range play at the ballpark. And that'll be a 2-1, column 2, row 1, double star 3. That's a fly ball to Pence. Pence's range is on a 1-4. That is a 2. Pence will make the catch. And that'll put 1 away. Yadier Milan is 1 for 2 with a double, 2 runs, 2 RBI, 2 walks, 2 runs, and an RBI. And that'll be a 2-1. Column 2, row 1. Strikeout plus on a 1-11. The 13 is too high. And that'll be a 1-2. Column 1, row 2. And he gets on with a base hit with a full count. So the count was full as Audio will get on with a base hit. Kyle not going to take the hit here. And they're going to bring in Brandon Looper. Looper will come in to pinch hit. Looper comes in with an 0.77. Runner on first. 1 out. Infield at normal depth. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3, strikeout plus on a 1-25. That is a 15. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that's going to bring up Brandon Ryan. Ryan is 2 for 3 with a double, 2 runs and 2 RBIs. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. That is a walk. On a 1-11, the 15 is too high. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Bourne. Bourne goes back, makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Cardinals. After 8, it's Cardinals 11, Astros 7. We go to the top of the 9th. It's Michael Bourne, Miguel Teja, and Mark Scamonto will be up for the Cardinals. Cardinals have a 4-run lead, but will we see some 9th inning magic? We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Cardinals, and that is going to be Ryan Franklin. Franklin will come in the game with a 9.56 ERA. He's got 1 win and 2 losses, 4 saves. He's pitched 11 and 1/3 of an inning, allowed 15 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Kyle. Kyle went 1/3 of an inning, an ERA of a 6.50 with that. So let's take a look at the box score after 8 have been played. Astros came back to score 8 in the 3 runs in the 8th inning. It's now 7 runs on 11 hits with 2 errors. Remember, they scored a run back in the 1st inning, 2 runs in the 2nd, a run in the 6th as well. Cardinals, 7 runs in the 1st, a run in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th, a run in the 6th, 11 runs, 15 hits, and no errors committed. And with that, no change to their defense. Michael Bourne, 1 for 4 with an RBI. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a strikeout on a 1-9. The 12 is too high. And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2, double star 5. Ground ball to Ryan. Ryan will make the catch, throw it over to Pujols. And out number 1. 1 away, and that's going to bring up Miguel Teja. Teja, 2 for 4 with a double, a run, and an RBI. And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. Possible error. And that'll be a 3-2, column 3, row 2. It's a double to Kennedy. Kennedy's error range is a 0. That is a 1, so no error there. And Teja will get on with a double. Mark is up. First time we're seeing him. He's been in 2 games, 1 at bat. He's played in 10 games, 10 at bats, 1 run, 1 RBI. He did hit 1 home run in the actual season. And that'll be a 3-3. Speaking of that, 3-3, column 3, row 3. It's a home run on a 1-20. The 14 is in range. It's a 2-run home run. Fly ball down the left field side. And with that, Schumacher goes back, and that ball is out of here. It's a 2-run home run by Mark, and it's now not 11-9. It's a 2-run game. So 1 out, bases are empty. Carlos Lee is up. Lee is 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Franklin's staying out there. And that'll be a 2-1, column 2, row 1, home run chance on a 1-6. The 15 is too high. And that'll be a 3-2, column 3, row 2, on a 1, it's a single, 2-8, it's a double, 2-6, it's a double, 7-20, it's a fly out. It's a 1, that's good for a base hit. And with that, Lee will get on with a base hit. Infield goes to double play depth. Hunter Pence is 2 for 4 with a double and a run scored. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. It's a blank. And that'll be a 2-5, column 2, row 5. It's a ground ball to Pujols. He'll make the catch. We'll check for double play rating, 0-0. Ground double play rating is a 3. The roll is a 6. And remember, on a roll of a 6, the play only happens at first. So 2 outs. Lee will go to second. And with that, Franklin is tired, but he still has a little bit of gas left in the tank. Mark Loretta is 2 for 4 with a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. Franklin's looking for the side. Passes up the first one. He'll take the second one. Here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. That is a blank. And that'll be a 6-1, column 6, row 1. On a 1-2, it's a single. 3-8, double. 9-20, it's a fly out. It's a 19. It's a flyout. Ludwig goes back. He's chasing it. Back to the track. He makes a catch. And that's the ball game. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. And the Astros will leave 2 stranded as the Cardinals defeat the Astros of a final score of 11-9. Final line score coming right up. What a game as the Cardinals managed to hang on for the win. Astros 9 runs on 14 hits and 2 errors. The Cardinals 11 runs on 15 hits and no errors. Kyle Lance picks up his 5th straight win. Brandon Backey will pick up his 4th loss. Mark will hit his first home run of the replay. Let's take a look at the stats here for Kyle. Kyle picks up his 5th win. He went 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 3.88. Ryan Franklin, the last pitcher up for the Cardinals, he went 1 inning, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 home run, an ERA of a 10.42. Brandon Backey gets a 4th loss. He went 4 innings, allowed 7 hits, 8 runs, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 wild pitch, an ERA of a 7.25. And Jose Varelli, the last pitcher up for the Astros, he went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a .77. So that is going to do it for us here at Busch Stadium, as the Cardinals will improve to 16-10, and the Astros will drop to 12-14. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up, and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies games. Until then, I am Yoko007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.